Just be patient. I told you. The show doesn't start till the guests arrive. Have you ever seen a show on TV start without guests? Or the audience? Well, we do the same thing here. We wait for the guests and the audience to arrive. I guess you don't watch too much TV except watching Eagles. And you're not an eagle. You're not even close. You're a vulture. Yeah. Get that through your beak. You're not an eagle just because you watch eagle videos. It don't look like we're having any guests tonight. It might be that you're watching too many eagle videos on. No more. No, you're not gonna know. Oh, look, it's time to start the show. From the WDWL-TV Multiplex, live from Grumpy Studio, with great anticipation, we bring you the pride of this station, the Grumpy Old Man, me, and the Grumpy Disco Vulture. Take your bow. Straight on, straight on, straight. You're going at an angle. There you go. A straight bow. There. One thing, and you can't do it right. Get back in your corner. You're a vulture, not an eagle. Look at the camera. Hey, Kathy's here. We're not going to have a nomad tonight. He has to do that thing called work. So, yeah, he emailed me today. He said, unfortunately, that 4-letter word. Okay. I mean, we'll accept that. He's not getting a benefit check every month, so he has to do that thing called work. And, wait, we'll leave that for a little later. I have a surprise. It's gonna piss the vulture off for sure. But we'll wait and see if we get some more guests. I'll tell you what. I am totally losing patience with the human race. And this here is the cause. This is the cause right here. People cannot function without this. Sometimes I think they can't fucking breathe unless they have one of these in their hand. I had to run to the store because yesterday, I make a list. And I don't know why I make a list, because I forget to put shit on the list. So today I have to run to the store. And I've got a goddamn tire that's got a rim leak. And the major problem is I need to replace the rim, because it's an aluminum rim, and they basically, every time you get a tire change, they grind the dust and the shit off the rim to get a good seal. Well, evidently now they've kind of overdone it. And no matter how much goop they put on it, so I needed air. Now, I have a really nice twin piston compressor. It's 36 degrees. I didn't feel like dragging it out. Now, it's a small one, very compact. I got it off of Amazon, and it works like a charm. It's just, I didn't feel like dragging it out and plugging it in. So, there is a Goodyear Tire Center right up a couple of blocks away that gives you free air. Free air. Now that's unheard of today, because no matter where you go, you have to pay for air. I'm not paying for air. Unfortunately, I'm not the only person that's in this frame of mind. So no matter what time of day, because they leave it on 24 hours. No matter what time of day you go up there, there's always a line of cars waiting to get air in their tires. So, there's two cars in front of me. The guy airs up one tire and he pulls out. There's a big SUV in front of me. Out gets a female Godzilla. Like this. She grabs the air hose and goes to put air in the tire, and that's what happens. She stops, picks up the phone, back to her ear, puts the hose on the tire. Now, after about the 10th time that this happened, I was going to say something. And I was like, no. So I slowly started to inch up behind her SUV to kind of give her the idea that, hey, there's people waiting for air. Miss, can't get off your goddamn cell phone for 2 minutes. So I'm inching up, and I'm inching up, and she turns and goes, "You're making me nervous." Oh, really? Wait. You think you're getting nervous now? Wait. So the phone goes back up to the ear, and she bends down to put the air hose on the tire, and the phone slips up. So, Grumpy has a police siren in the shitbox. And in that police siren is the electronic air horn. Ah, 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 ah. So, every time the phone went up to the ear, I went, ah, 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 ah. And the phone slipped. And then the phone went back up to the ear. Ah, 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 ah. After the third time, she decided to put the phone down and air up the tire. And then, instead of hanging the hose on the hook, she throws it on the ground and turns around and tells me and my siren are number one. To which I went, boop, boop, boop. And she pulled away. What was so goddamn important that she couldn't say, I'm airing up a tire, can you hold on a second? No. And trying to air up a tire with a coat on, had I been the other grumpy, I would have gotten out of the truck, grabbed the phone, thrown it on the ground, and stepped on it. But I was having fun with the siren. And when I looked in my rearview mirror, the 4 cars that were behind me all seemed to be enjoying it. You know, no matter where you go, everybody is on the phone. You go to the grocery store. Everyone's on the phone. I don't want to hear your phone conversation. And then, they can't hold it to their ear. They have to put it on speakerphone. I don't want to hear your conversation. And then they're even more ignorant when they get to the cash register. You think they would stop for a second? No. I just get so... Yes. They're one of the greatest inventions of the century. You can put it down. If I go in a store and I'm expecting a call, I wear my headset. That way, the world isn't hearing my phone conversation. Also, come here. If I want to be a little inconspicuous, I have a smaller one. And most people have iPhones. Get the earbuds. Get the earbuds. That way you don't have to carry this in your hand, and your conversation doesn't have to be on speakerphone. I got this. Now, back when these first came out, they were like $100. They weren't cheap. And then the price started to come down. Now, this is a really decent quality Bluetooth. eBay, $12.95. And it works like a charm. This one I use in the house when I'm at my computer. I like this style, but it's a little gaudy when you're out in public. And for two, my son got it for me for Christmas. Mainly because I had one before and it quit working. And I was debating buying another one, and he surprised me with this one. I use it in the house. It's too, well, I'm wacko to begin with, so, go out in public with it, but this one, if I know I'm going to be getting a phone call. Now, I try not to go out in public if I'm expecting a call, but there's a lot of times you have to do it. First of all, I hate getting a call in public. I despise it. But if I've got an important call coming and I've got to go out, I wear my Bluetooth. That way people only hear half the conversation. And with these, you don't have to talk loud. They're very sensitive. But people are just, I don't know. You can, if you got an iPhone, you get the damn earbuds. You can listen to your music. And you can make a phone call. Oh, But it was quite obvious that the four cars that were behind me really enjoyed my siren and my air horn. Now, had the police been around, not so much for the air horn, but as she was leaving, when I gave her the whoop, 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 the police might have been a little touchy about that. But I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is. It's just sheer ignorance. It's just sheer ignorance. That people, have to be on their phone 24/7. And there's a lot of times, if I'm not expecting a phone call, and my phone rings, I don't answer it. Because I have that other invention, voicemail. I let the phone ring, it goes to voicemail, and if the call was important, you'll leave me a voicemail. If you don't, I'm not calling you back. Even though I've got the number, 9 times out of 10, it's a goddamn bullshit call. And on my message, it says, if I don't recognize the number, I'm not answering. If you feel your call's important, leave a voicemail. And I don't. There'll be times, maybe I'll sit at a traffic light, the phone will ring. I'll look. Who the fuck is that? I ignore it. Then when I get home, if there's a little telephone symbol in the corner of my phone, that means somebody left a voicemail. If they didn't, the call wasn't important. And a lot of times I'll listen to the voicemail, and it was a bullshit phone call anyway. So there. I hit delete. Number 7. I don't know how everybody's voicemail is, but mine is delete on number 7. I'll listen to the start of the message. And if they mispronounce my name, I immediately know it's someone that doesn't know me. So, 7. Go to the next message. 7. My last name is not that hard. But see, there's an extra vowel in it. And it confuses the shit out of people. And boy, do they mispronounce it. And I know once my name is mispronounced, it's no one I know. Because my doctors know my name, their secretaries know my name, their nurses know my name, and those would be the only real people that are calling me. If it's family, shit, they know my name. Usually I'll get a voicemail and say, hey, asshole, why didn't you answer your phone? Oh, you knew my name. Thank you. In the store today, Kathy, you would have loved it. In comes a woman with 5 kids. I would say between the age of 10 and 5. And each one of them had a cell phone. I was like, oy vey. And the 5-year-old was talking to somebody, so I know it was a real cell phone. Does can't kids be kids today? Can't they have like a little video game? No, they got a cell phone. And each kid had a phone. First of all, they must have a hell of a family plan. I don't know. Maybe I need to be in a delivery room when kids are born. Do they come out with a cell phone in their hand? Is that part of the DNA now? You know, the kid comes out and the doctor goes, oh, it's a girl and an iPhone. Oh, it's a boy, it's an Android. Sorry. And like I say, when I drive past the high school and the grade school, every kid coming out has a phone in their hand. Don't kids like play baseball after school? Or tag? Hide and seek? No. They sit and they talk and they text. Here's another good one. I happened to chat with the hand surgeon at the hospital. I noticed, his name, and I recognized him being a hand surgeon. And I told him, I said, I had twin carpal tunnels done. And he asked me, he says, how did it turn out? I said, oh, it's wonderful. No problem. He says, you won't believe this. He says, I am now doing kids carpal thumb from texting. I said, I never heard of carpal thumb. He says, oh yeah, they're wearing the tendon. He said, it's almost like carpal tunnel. I'm doing carpal thumb surgeries on kids. I'm like, blame it on the parents. It's almost as bad as the girl down the street. She's in one of them cliques. And as soon as a new iPhone comes out, the clique, they all get a new phone. And she was crying to her mother one day. It was about a year ago. I think the iPhone 14 came out. Although, Christ, it seems like every couple of months a new iPhone comes out. And she's crying to her mother, I need a new iPhone. And her mother was like, what, you break that one? No. Well, what do you need a new iPhone for? Well, all my friends have the new 15. She said, what's wrong with your 14? They're almost the goddamn same. Yeah, if Apple makes a change, it's usually the frickin' camera or maybe a new software update or some shit. And she goes, no, I'm not. Oh, God, we cried for a week because her friends ostracized her. You don't have the new phone yet? Well, you can't be in the clique. All of her friends turned her back on her. And what did she... Up to the Apple store. Luckily, Apple has a trade-in program. But, yeah, she needed the newest model out because all of her girlfriends in the clique had the newest iPhone. And I would like to take each one of the parents and kick them in the ass. Because they run out and I would sit there and say, hey, you don't like it? Tough. I ain't buying another phone. Of course, these kids nowadays, whack, my phone broke. You know what I would do? I would go to the phone store and say, this is a 14, I need another one. Oh, you have a used 14, almost like new? Okay, I'll take it. And then come home and go, here's your new phone. It's a 14. Well, yeah, that's what you had. But my friends, find another clique that has 14s because you're not getting a 15. But no, all these parents give in to the little darling's whim. And every time a new iPhone comes out, they're getting them. What is with parents today? If I wanted something, my parents were like, save your money. Of course, that was back in the days when we were using a tin can and a string. But these kids nowadays, same thing. The opposite end of the spectrum. I got another friend Every time a new Xbox comes out, same shit. I gotta have a new Xbox. What's wrong with the... Well, the new one's out. Is yours broke? No. And then they throw a fit like a 2-year-old and the parents give in. Parents gotta stop giving in. No. Do we have a Jenny here tonight? I haven't seen her. I know we're not having a nomad tonight. I'm going to show you how I pissed off the vulture. Oh. You'll love this. Hang on. Oh. I got a real disco stick. Disco stick. Disco stick. Disco stick. It's like a lightsaber. Too bad it's so damn bright. You can't see the color. It's a rainbow right now. I haven't taken the remote out of the box yet to change the colors, but I don't know what. Evidently, I got to buy a new camera because you can't see the colors. I mean, you can see the colors on me. Disco stick. It's got a neat tripod on the bottom. It's called a bedroom mood lamp. Yeah. 48 inches tall, a bedroom mood lamp. I got 2 of them off Temu, $10 for the pair. If I can figure a way, now on the remote I can tone them down. I'm going to put one in each corner and every now and then just run them to irritate the bird. Something I didn't need, but actually, I had a coupon. Now, I've been telling people, they give you a delivery date. They'll say, okay, your item should arrive between like the 10th and the 15th. If it arrives on the 16th, they immediately give you $5. You get a $5 credit. I had 2 items that were a day late. I had a $10 credit. You have to spend you have to buy at least $10 worth of items to be able to use your credit, because then it would total $20, because they raised the minimum. It used to be $15. Now you got to spend a minimum of $20, and you get free shipping. So I picked out $20 worth of stuff, and then when I went to checkout, I hit coupon, they deducted the $10, and it cost me $10.08 or some shit like that with tax. So I bought the disco lights. Now, I got this neat little flashlight that clips on your belt or clip on a key ring. It's bright. Of course, the SOS flash. Then you have a light back here so you could set it down on something. You have come on, push button, push the button. Blind myself. You also have the obligatory, which is too damn bright, the red and blue emergency flasher, plus it will clip on the if you wear a hat, it will clip on the brow of your hat. Rechargeable USB-C, 90 cents. 90 cents. Then I got the little better version. Toned down a little bit. This also has the emergency flasher. Well, $1. 90 cents. The upgraded version, $1. This one just has the clip for the brow of your hat, or clipping on a pocket or the inside of a purse, where this one you can clip on a keychain. You saw how bright they are. They're wonderful. I'll tell you what, drop one of these in your purse or your pocket. Plus they got a magnet. Oh, that's aluminum. 90 cents. I couldn't pass them up. Then, remember I told you I bought the black one, and then you got two in khaki. These are handy. Magnetic. The obligatory emergency flasher. And you can use it with a little flashlight on the end. You know, if you got to see down inside something. 2 for $2. 2 for $2. I got the black one. That was 95 cents. I got the pair of khakis for $2. They came today. They are the handiest thing. The black one I'm keeping in the house. One of these is going in each of the vehicles. Drop it in the door pocket, throw it in the console, rechargeable USB-C. Light. I'll tell you what. Temu has got some pretty decent stuff. I think one of these should go in every vehicle. I really do, because you should carry some form of flashlight in your car. You never know when, and with it being magnetic, if you got to change a tire or something, you know, you pop it on the fender, you adjust the light. I swear by Timo, I really do. I love him. Like I say, tomorrow, these will go out in the shit box and the RAV4. And I know I'll have a flashlight with me at all times. And the little handy dandy pocket ones, I will carry one in my pocket. Or maybe this one I'll clip on my keychain instead of carrying one in my pocket. It's also good to blind somebody if they come up on you, you know. They're bright little bastards. You know, I tell that to my friends. You never have enough flashlights. Now, I go overboard. You know the mag lights, the spun aluminum mag lights, like the police used to be able to carry? I have 6 of them, from 2D cell up to 6D cell. I have 3 in black and 3 in red. Plus, I have the handy dandy. This one's blue. This one's green. I have a red one, but it's not here. I have to look. I can't remember what I did with the red one. These are, you know, good old double A. This one's the regular white in red spun aluminum. You can never have enough flashlights. I got all these goddamn flashlights and I'm buying more. But these are a little expensive to lose. I wouldn't mind losing one of these for $1. But you know, these are 4 times brighter than those, and there's nothing to them, and they're rechargeable. And like I say, you could, if you wear a hat, you clip it on the brim of the hat. You got a work light. I love them. Good old Timo. They know me by first name. Oh, I ordered these orthopedic pillows. They've got that like little divot for your neck. Full size, regular, what would you call it? Standard pillow. I know like the king and queen are bigger, but standard pillow. 2 for $5. I got them Friday. Now, they're a riot because They came like my goofy mattress. They were about this thick. Take them out of the plastic bag and they're nice. Oh my God, comfortable as can be. And I'm fussy about a pillow. So I ordered 2 more. They should be here Monday or Tuesday. Then I come across these hotel pillows. And they're like pillows that would be in the Ritz-Carlton. You could get them from firm to medium to soft. I didn't want bricks, so I ordered medium. They'll be here Monday. No, they'll be here tomorrow. I ordered them off of Temu. They're being delivered by Amazon. Now, are they an Amazon product? But they'll be here tomorrow. I will give you my opinion of them. But for that price, brand new pillows, and these ortho pillows, oh God. Like I say, Friday they came. I slept on them Friday night. No, they came Wednesday. I slept on them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I love them. I absolutely love them. And the same pillow, if you go on Amazon, they're $29 a piece, each. Same pillow. Because I checked the label, you know. Although I'll tell you what, to show you how out of touch I am, I needed a new mattress. So I like using Walmart because free delivery. And I order online. Sometime, if I've got a question about an item, I will go in the store and look at it, check it out. So I ordered this mattress. It's a twin XL. It's like 3 inches longer and 3 inches wider. So it gets delivered. And I look out in the driveway, and here's a box that's like 18 by 18 by, we'll say 40. I'm like, I ordered a mattress. What did the guy deliver? And then I looked at the box, and it said Twin XL mattress. So I took it out of the box, and I unrolled it. And it was like 2 inches thick. In one of them vacuum seal packages. Yeah, it's like the Purple, the company Purple, they advertise on TV a lot. Here's this mattress. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How am I gonna sleep on this goddamn thing? Read the instructions, Grumpy. So it says, remove from plastic bag and allow at least 24 hours for the mattress to breathe. Breathe. I ordered a mattress, not Godzilla. Allow the mattress to breathe. So, and you don't get a box spring with these new ones. A foundation, which is nothing more than a flat board with feet. I ordered the extra firm in a 10-inch. You could get 8, 10, and 12 for thickness. I ordered the 10. And every time I walked past the bedroom, I'd look in, and the mattress was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And in 24 hours, it was a 10-inch thick, firm mattress. Memory foam on top of it. A firm memory foam mattress. And I mean, once it finished breathing, it was a normal mattress. If you go to flip it, it's like flipping a regular mattress. How they developed this technology fries my brain. You get a mattress rolled up in a box, and in 24 hours, it's a mattress. And you activate it by basically giving it air. Once it gets air, it starts to breathe. I almost sent it back. I almost called Walmart and said, hey, the asshole left me the wrong shit because I'm looking for a mattress. There it was, rolled up in a ball, and I rolled it, cut the end open like it said, took it out of the plastic, and within 24 hours, I had a full 10-inch firm memory foam mattress. I couldn't wait to tell my friends. I'm like, you won't believe this. And this is the way a lot of these new mattresses come. Like that purple. And I mean, I've seen that on regular national TV. ABC, NBC, CBS, purple. But they don't tell you in the commercial it comes rolled up in a box. They show the mattress on the foundation and people laying on. Oh. You're in for a shock when you get it, if you've never had one before. And when I bought it, It did not say anything about it being rolled up in a box. It showed a full mattress, and then you ordered, you know, normal, firm, extra firm, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch. Nowhere did it say in the ad, will arrive rolled up in a box. And when you unroll it, it's only 2 inches thick. If you don't like it, how the hell do you roll it up to return it? Because once it's finished breathing, it's a regular mattress. Amazing. And then, not thinking, I had to order new sheet sets. Because you need to order deep pocket sheets that will fit. Because the old, and the thing that pisses me off is I ordered 6 complete sheet sets 2 years ago for a twin. They're no good. At least the fitted sheet. You can't use it. It won't fit. Because you need deep pocket sheets. Yesterday, every now and then, I will take the Eagle computer and switch it and put Temu on it. And I'll search. Just for fun. I find sheet sets. Deep pocket. Twin XL. 800 thread count. I never counted threads on my other ones. 800 thread count. Egyptian cotton. Oh. Twin XL deep pocket. You get 2 pillowcases, a flat sheet, and a fitted sheet. $7.50. $7.50. 800 thread count Egyptian cotton. So I ordered 2 sets to try them. I ordered one in a slate gray and one in a sapphire blue. That's unheard of. If you go to the Bullseye, you're looking $50, $60 for twin deep pocket sheets. If these are as classy as they say, I'm going to order 2 or 3 more sets for $7.50. You know, even if they're kind of half-assed. If you get a year out of them, okay, what did you lose? Between that and the pillows, I have yet to scratch the surface of stuff that Temu carries. They must have over 1 million products. Easy. And so far, anything that I've ordered has been pretty decent. Like these flashlights. For $1. Even if I only get 6 months out of it, throw it away. Okay, it was $1. That's unheard of today. Oh, they're not in here. I ordered a pair of speakers for my laptop. You know, laptop speakers, they're about, yeah, you know. And there are, you know, RGB, color changing, you know, grumpy in his lights. $4.80. Yeah, $4.80. They came Wednesday. So to test them, I hooked them up to my desktop. And for $4.80, they got decent sound. Now, if I'm getting decent sound out of my desktop, they're going to be more than enough for my laptop. If you were to go and buy these at the Bullseye or even Walmart, they're going to be $12, $15, $20. And probably the same goddamn speaker. I've already found that at Target. The same item that I ordered off of, what the hell was it? Oh, my rival popcorn maker. I ordered it off of eBay. I think I paid $15 for it. It's got the stir, you know, it stirs the popcorn, and then you flip it over, and the lid is a bowl. The same popcorn maker at the Bullseye, $30. The same one. I even wrote down the number off the box and compared it with the one at the Bullseye. I don't have that, although I don't know how people can afford to shop at the Bullseye, because their prices are ungodly in that place. I needed a room divider. And I didn't want nothing expensive. I just wanted a cheap room divider. So I happened to be up at the gigantic Eaglet store. And attached to the gigantic Eaglet store is the Bullseye store. So I figured while I'm here, let me look at room dividers. So I found one It was like $55, $56. A basic, nothing fancy room divider. 4 panels. I was like, oh. So I wrote all the information down in case I decided to order it. So I go on eBay, room dividers, and I see the room divider on eBay that I looked at the Bullseye store. $28. And free shipping. I said, well, it looks the same. For that price, I'll order it. I got it in like a week. I look at the box. Same manufacturer. Identical, same number, part number, SKU number, whatever the hell. For half price. And free shipping. The same one. The only time you find me in the Bullseye or Walmart is if I want to check the quality of an item. Because online everything looks, oh, okay. And then you get it and it's like, oh, what a piece of shit that is. So if I got a question, I'll go look. But I won't buy it in the store. The perfect example of buying online. My washing machine. In the store, $7.99. Homeless Depot. HomelessDepot.com. $3.88. Same machine. Why would people buy it in the store? 90% of the time, it's not in stock anyway. People want to take it now. The same machine. Because I had questions about it. So I went in the store, and the cute little pixie thought she was going to make a sale. Not. I looked at the machine. I needed a machine. So I wrote down model number, all the information, then went on HomeDepot.com and put in LG, blah, 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 blah number. Bingo. $3.88. So I bought it. And then I scheduled the free delivery. And they almost brought the wrong machine. And luckily, I stopped them before they carried it in the basement. Although, I should have waited. I should have done a grumpy. Waited till they carried it in. And then went, Gee, friends, that's a Whirlpool. I ordered an LG. And then they looked at their paperwork and went, oh, fuck. We got to carry this one out and carry another one in. I probably purchase 90% of my items online for two reasons. One, they're cheap. And two, I don't have to go out in the cold. I can sit right here, click, and they bring it right to me. Almost like DoorDash. Or what the hell's that grocery delivery, Instant Cart or some shit? I noticed the sign up at my Mark's store. Order online, Instacart. What the hell is Instacart? Well, it's a shopping service. You order, somebody goes in the store, picks it all out for you. It's already, evidently they call you, say it's going to be $37. Okay. Pay. And then there's a knock at your door. Here's your groceries. Okay, thank you. Did you hurt your hand? Why are you standing there with your hand like that? You need a Band-Aid or what? Oh, never mind. Okay. Because I'm cheap. I'm going to do that the next time. I'll put a Band-Aid in their hand. You got a sore hand? Here's a Band-Aid. They'll reach in the door and grab the groceries and run. I have a friend. What is that Amazon Fresh something? They have that food service, that grocery service. Whatever. I have a friend that rarely leaves the house. He calls and orders groceries, and they deliver them. Unlike, if I'm like buying vegetables, I like them. I don't want somebody going, oh, this'll do, when for me it won't do. I want to grab that melon and knock on it. Yeah. Okay, sounds good to me. How do I know the person knocking on that melon, his ear is the same pitch, And you know what I've been told? Knocking on the melon, it don't tell you how ripe it is. My grandmother used to do it. So when I go buy a melon, I do it. Knock, 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 knock. I don't know what it's supposed to sound like. Yeah, Kathy, what would be approved by one person wouldn't be approved by me. Like buying a steak. They're just going to reach in and grab a steak. Me, I want to, how much marbling is in it. If there's too much fat around the edge, I don't want that one, That's how people are shopping for you. They're just, okay, wants a T-bone steak. Here we go, in the cart. I'll do my own shopping, thank you. My mother was famous for that. Ordered, and she had a car. She could drive. She called Giant Eagle, give them her grocery list. They would deliver. I'm too fussy about my food. It was like the other day. I wanted a yellow onion. I must have looked through a dozen before I was satisfied with the onion. You order through a shopping service, they're going to go, yellow onion. There we go. They don't care if it's rotten on one side. I'm like you. I'm too goddamn picky. It's got to look right. It's got to feel right. Even if it is just an onion. Because tonight I'm having chili. And I have a bowl of chili, some chopped onion, some sour cream, some shredded cheddar. Voila. That's a meal. I got the shredded cheddar. I've got the onion. All I got to do is chop the onion up. I got the sour cream. I was going to get some, I've had a taste for baked potato lately. And I keep forgetting. Now, when I was buying the onion, I could have got some potatoes. I didn't think about it. Because I have a taste for a good baked potato. And my baked potato is a meal. Butter, sour cream, chives, bacon bits, chopped onion, cheddar cheese. That's a baked potato. It depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And, I buy the Jiffy Mix, which is not really, true cornbread. But for a quick thing of cornbread, it works. My grandmother used to cornmeal and no mix. Make it from scratch. And then she had a special cast iron skillet that she would put in the oven first. Then take it out, rub some oil on it, and then pour the cornbread mix in and back in the oven. And that's true Southern style. That's the way they do it. Now, being Slovenian, I don't know how she learned that, but she had a special cast iron skillet just for making cornbread. I like I say, I don't know. Somebody had to teach her that because they don't make cornbread, in the old country. But my grandfather, he liked cornbread with his chili, which she also would make from scratch. Matter of fact, she would start her chili with tomato juice. I never heard it made that way. She would start with tomato juice and then add the ingredients. Yeah, I always got Jiffy cornbread mix. Matter of fact, I got a couple boxes in the cupboard now. I'm just too lazy to make it tonight. I'll make enough chili where maybe tomorrow night I'll make cornbread. Because I like cornbread just as a snack. Whatever would be left over, I'll snack on it during the day. Pop it in the microwave, warm it up a little bit, slather it with butter. Come on. Oh, that had to be a combination. One was above the Mason-Dixon line and one below, huh? That had to be interesting. Yeah, because they make it the real way. And real authentic Southern cornbread is, believe me, a treat. They would never, if you handed a true Southerner a piece of Jiffy cornbread, they'd throw it at you. Yeah. Sorry. Did you have to put the butter on it when you threw it at me? I wish Jenny would pop in. I'm pretty sure she made the comment that her stepfather used to, money was a love sign. He kind of bought their love with gifts. I'm pretty sure she made the comment. I was going to tell her I had some friends that had step-parents that way. Here, I'll buy you off. All they did was take advantage of him, Oh, if we say we want this kind of item, he'd buy it. And I'm pretty sure she made the comment the other night, and I missed it. And laying in bed, watching the replay, I was like, oh. It keeps saying to YouTube, but I'm only seeing you. Who's the other? Because if Roger was popping in again, he'd be on Facebook. Did you check the link out with his Facebook paintings? Because I know he put the link in for everybody to give him an eyeball. That was Jenny. Okay. I thought it was. I was pretty sure. I was half asleep. Yeah, I usually watch the replay about 2 in the morning. I look pretty good on a 50-inch flat screen. It's a habit I got into, watching it on TV. I'm like, the first time I did it, I was like, gee, I wonder what I would look like if I was like on real TV. And then I put myself up on real TV, and I was like, well, you wouldn't make it for the 5 o'clock news. I don't think they'd make you an anchor man. But I think it's kind of cool. Lay back and watch yourself on TV. So I do it every night because I'm still wide awake. Although, just before airtime, I watched a sovereign citizen traffic stop. And of course, he put the window down about like that. And he told the cop he was a living, breathing, blinking, sentient being. And he looked like Jesus Christ with the full garb. And then he had a bunch of disciples in the van that looked like the 12 apostles. And his girlfriend looked like Mary Magdalene. A bunch of whacked out hippies, sovereign citizen hippies on top of it. But I'd never heard the term sentient being. And it was hilarious because he not only got his window broke, the sentient being met Mr. Sparky. Oh, it was hilarious. It's amazing how fast they obey when 50,000 volts are going through their ass. But if you'd have seen him and the group in the van, he looked like Jesus Christ, and they looked like his disciples. They looked like the 12 apostles. I think there were only like 4 of them, but between the 3 guys and the female, and in the robes, they were sentient beings. I was like, what the hell is a sentient being? Him. And then he really quickly became a shocked human being in handcuffs. And I like it when the cop said, I'm about to break your window if you don't get out of that van. And he said, the window is protected. Crash. Oops. I guess your extra powers weren't protecting that window. And then dragged him out in fucking sandals and then in order to get him out of jail, the sentient beings formed a human GoFundMe. And it was amazing how many assholes donated. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They're actually, they were his followers. They got pulled over in Liberal, Kansas on their way out to California, which figures. And all of his followers out in California threw money at him. Oh, I'll tell you what. I watched some. Matter of fact, I've been kind of hooked on the sovereign citizen videos. It's amazing how patient these cops are. You know, back in the day, within 30 seconds, your ass would have been face down on the ground. And they'd have been beating the shit out of you. But yeah, they're way too patient with some of these idiots. And it seems like this movement is growing. Do these idiots actually think that the laws are going to change? Oh, we don't need driver's license, and we don't need registration and insurance. Yeah, and then they run into somebody and they don't have two nickels to rub together, and the poor person, is in the hospital for 6-8 weeks. Ridiculous. Have you ever seen, I don't know if you were ever watched any of Kaiser's shit. And this guy's in a lot of different chats. Glenn Harlow. You ever hear that name? He used to throw a lot of money at Kaiser. You would hear the name constantly. Oh, Glenn Harlow with a $10 super chat, and Glenn Harlow with a $20 super chat, and Glenn Harlow with this. Well, now Glenn Harlow is throwing money at KFAR and KTZ. I'm like, this guy must be a goddamn millionaire. 1 month. I'd heard the name so goddamn many times. I decided to keep a notepad handy and write down all of his super chats. And in a month, he threw $1,000 at Kaiser in super chat money in 1 month. And every month, he was throwing at least $500 a month. And I don't know if he was a member, because, membership is like $5.99 a month or something like that. But the money he just throws away. God, I'd like to have him be one of my subscribers. He could start contributing to my Japanese mini truck fund. God, I want one of them so bad. Oh. And the guy keeps, every time he gets one in, a cheap one, he sends me the pictures. And all of these vehicles are like in the 90s, 91, 97, 98, and they look spotless. And I read something the other day. In Japan, they have real stringent vehicle inspections. In order to go in, and they, every 3 years, the way their registrations work, you get your plates, they're good for 3 years. Then come 3 years, end of the 3 years, you need to get it inspected. And most people over in Japan would rather buy a new vehicle than to go through the inspection. And that's why there's so many of these Japanese vehicles being imported here now, because they're like new. Every one of these trucks that he sent me information on, they're spotless. Absolutely spotless. But over there, rather than go through the inspection, they just trade them in. Buy a new one. Unbelievable. And he sent me one yesterday. Oh, man. It's a 91 Mitsubishi. A Mitsubishi. It's got 28,000 miles on it. A 91. And this thing looked like it just rolled out of a showroom. And he only wants like $3,800 for it. I'm like, oh, God. And then, well, it would cost $1,000 to ship it from California to here. But unbelievable. I want one in the worst way. And they're all four-wheel drive. Whether it be a Honda or a Subaru or a Mitsubishi, they're all four-wheel drive. It's amazing. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you can either two-wheel or four-wheel. Five speeds. Very few of them are automatics, which is fine with me, except I'd have to learn to shift with the other hand because they're all right-hand drive, which I really think is cool. Go in on eBay and put in I think it's JDM Enterprises. Or you could put JDM Sales. And you'll see all the you'll see what I'm talking about. The little mini trucks. They're a riot. And then he's got a couple of, are they Suzuki's? They're little two-seater cars. And I mean, they're about the size of an athletic shoe. And they're going doors. I would love to have one of them. And they look like brand new. Yeah, he showed this one. And the minivans are mini. They're tiny. Little Honda van or Subaru van. They're ridiculous. They look like one of our minivans that got caught between two semis. They look like toys. If it wasn't that I want the truck, I would love to have one of them little vans. Because they look like Tinker Toys. They're unbelievable. But you ain't seeing nothing big out of Japan. But to see one of these vans, it looks like it would fit in the bed of your F-150. That's how small they are. They're hilarious. And the guy, he imports them all. Yeah, I asked him once, I said, how much to ship from your location to Cleveland, Ohio? And he told me $1,000. And that's with insurance on the shipping, which is a deal because most of the time you got to buy extra insurance. So you get the shipping and insurance for $1,000 and would deliver it to my driveway. Have a big enclosed car carrier pull up. But I want one so bad. There's a few of them running around the neighborhood here. And the first time I saw one, that was it. I wanted one. There's a guy here that does sell them. But boy, you know, he probably buys them from this guy and then he adds $3,000 to them. And he's not that far from me. His operation is like an old converted mom and pop store. And he parks 2 out front, and then he'll have 2 or 3 out back. Because he doesn't have the room for a big lot. But the one day I stopped and like, how much for the Suzuki? $79.95. What? He goes, well, yeah. And he probably buys them from this guy, ships them in, and marks them up $3,000. But it's JDM. I think it's JDM Sales. I think that's what I should know. God, the guy sends me every week. I'm getting a new vehicle in my email. But they're cute. Little tiny beds on the back. And the neat thing about the beds is the sides fold down. You can fold both sides and the tailgate down, and you got a flat loading surface. So if you were getting like a big box, slide it on, fold the sides up. Little 3-cylinder motors. They're like 600. They're like motorcycle engines. They top out at 65 miles an hour. That's it. You're pushing it. But for me, it would be perfect. And in the winter, if we get some heavy snow, 4-wheel drive. Like I say, my credit's in the bottom of the Mariana Trench. I'd have to find a loan shark. Work all your life to get a credit rating and have one person destroy it. Had it not been for that, there'd be one out in the driveway right now with a set of roof lights on it. But they're a riot. They really are. And there's a couple of companies that are making accessories for them. So you could really lay one out. Custom rims, you know. All I would want is a set of white walls. That's all I'd want for it. Just give me a set of tires with white walls, and that would be it. Because my vehicles all got to have white walls. I'm still the old school person. Find me some white. I'd be the only guy around here with a Japanese mini truck with white walls and roof lights. I got a set in the basement. Look up Federal Vista on eBay and see if anybody. I haven't seen a Vista bar in a while, but yeah, Federal Vista. Or you'd probably have better luck gargling Federal Vista light bar. And then you'd see what I got. It looks like a flying saucer on the roof. I got a Vista bar on the shitbox. And then the RAV4 has a Federal Vector. And that's a roof light that's like a giant triangle. And it's got pods. Each pod's got its own spinning reflectors. That's the Vector is on the RAV4. Now, if you gargle New York City Police Department, they use the new updated version of the Vector. I think they call it the Vision now, because it's got LED pods on it. Well, the Vector bar that's on the RAV4, I got from a police equipment auction out of New York City. And when they shipped it, they left the red and clear domes on it. It came in red and white. Well, I had to immediately change those. But this bar come from New York City. I bought it at a police auction. They had the police auction online. And I happened to find out about it. I think, now, these bars sold for $1,000. I got it for $150, and then it cost me $60 to ship it from New York City here. The UPS man was real happy with me that day. Big ass fucking box. He said, "What the hell's in here?" I said, "You'll see. It'll be on the truck in a couple of days." That's when I had my Ford Ranger. I had a 94 Ranger. That light was on the Ranger. Then when I had to junk the Ranger, it went on the RAV4. Every one of my vehicles has roof lights. All my neighbors, they know I'm nuts. Didn't I like this? And I have another Vista bar down in the basement that I'm reconditioning. And if I ever add a third vehicle to the fleet, that one will go on the third vehicle. Because every one of my vehicles has to have roof lights. I just like the looks I get from people. Especially the shitbox. That rotten rust bucket with an expensive light bar in the roof. The light bar's worth more than the whole truck. Gee, we have nobody here tonight. We already knew about Nomad. I don't know where Jenny is tonight. She didn't show up. Oh, another bucket list item. I've never owned a Jeep in my life. And boy, they make more aftermarket accessories for Jeeps now. Holy shit. There's a young guy that owns one up the street. And it looks like a green-eyed demon coming down the street. He's got green halos in the headlights, and then he's got green halos in the fog lights, and then he's got green lights mounted up on the edge of the hood. It is so neat when he'll come home and it's kind of dusk, the green-eyed demon Jeep. And then above the windshield, he's got a frickin' fog lamp. It goes from one side to the other. Looks like a searchlight when he turns it on. But he's got his Jeep is laid out. Big fucking honcho tires. Lifted about 3 feet off the ground. Kid's got a lot of money in that Jeep. Yeah, so does he. Oh, you go mud bogging? Oh God, what's that goddamn judge? She's down south somewhere. Oh, what the hell is her name? Oh, she's hard as nails, too. I'll have to find out her name. But her and her husband have matching Jeeps, and they go mud bogging every weekend. She mentioned it one day. I can't remember her name. I'll find out. But she said her and her husband got identical. She showed a picture one day. Oh, Jesus Christ, they got, I think that the tires, she called them swampers or something. But yeah, her and her husband, she said, it's so much fun. She goes, I come home and my goggles are the only thing that don't have mud on them so I can see. And then they pressure wash the shit out of them, get them all nice and spotless, and then the next weekend, in the mud. Yeah, she said they, take the doors off, and her and her husband, they come home all covered in mud. That sounds like fun. I'd like to try that once. Mud bogging. See, that was one thing that they did right with the new Jeeps when they made them so that you could take the doors off, because there's no better way to drive a Jeep than without doors. Now, I don't know on the new ones. You know, the old ones used to be able to fold the windshield down, too. I don't know if the new ones do that. Probably not for safety standards. But on the old Jeeps, you used to be able to flop the windshield down. And that would be fun, mud bogging with one of them. And she got the two-door Jeep, or she got the four-door Jeep. And has she got a stick or an automatic? Don't say automatic, please. Because a real Jeep has got a manual in it. A couple of streets over from me, I don't know what year it is. I gotta say it's probably early 90s. A little two-door orange Jeep, and it's got the canvas, I'll say canvas, a canvas top. And it's been sitting at least 4 years. And they won't sell it. It's been sitting. I drive past it every day, and I drool because I would love to have that thing. And it's just, it hasn't left the driveway in 4 years. And just to let something like that sit, it just irritates me. You know, some people, they won't drive it, but they don't want you to drive it either. I'd have a ball with that thing. It's one of the vehicles. I don't know why I've never owned one. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted a little Jeep. I have when we get a crowd, I've got a Jeep story that everybody will love. But I need a crowd here for the effect. Although it's tough getting a manual in the new ones. I know they make them, but see, Jeep, they're ruining it. Because a true Jeep has got a manual in it. But none of these young kids can drive a stick today. But a true Jeep. What color is it? Although I'll tell you, I was happy to see them come back with the pickup. Because the Gladiator was a hell of a pickup years ago. As a matter of fact, there was they brought the pickup back at customer demand. They had a lot of people saying, "Hey, we'll buy one if you build it." And they had enough people say that, and they finally built the. There's one that somebody's got one in the neighborhood, a black one. And they look sharp. But this one that this kid's got up the street with the green on, whoa, it looks so cool with the green headlights. I'm going to have to stop and talk to him one day. I'm pretty sure he just lives up the next street over. I always see him coming down to the stop sign. But it looks so neat. Oh, God. Of course, I'm a green freak anyway. But to see that thing coming down the street with the green halo in the headlights and the green halo and the fog lights in the bumper. And like I say, he's got it laid out. Got more lights on it than me. And that's saying something. Well, I think it's time to make dinner. Let's see if we can get the tablet to react and play the outro without playing the intro. Thing is so goddamn touchy. Jesus. Oh, it went right to the alphabetical music. Okay. We know where, right here, WDWL TV, 7 p.m. And with that, Kathy, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And we'll be here again tomorrow night. See ya.